Welcome to our home. Aww. So, today, what I wanted to talk about is the assignments that are given to us. And I know you probably don't think in terms of assignments, but these are promptings that come to us in our hearts, inspirations. And we are going to invite you to really go with that and really make it happen, these promptings. So quite a few years ago, after we wrote our first book, The Shared Heart, I got such an inspiration to write the second book on children, parenting, the one that's called Models of Love. I felt so inspired. And I just started writing, and Barry was writing, and I was having other people contribute. And then all of a sudden, I just stopped. I don't know why. I mean, we did have 2 little girls at the time, and they were quite wonderfully time-consuming. Plus, we were working. But I just stopped. And the longer I stopped, I thought, oh, maybe it wasn't so important. Maybe it just wasn't important. And I had to go someplace to an event. I actually don't even remember what it is. And there were quite a few people that I didn't know. And this woman who I had never seen before came up to me, and she looked me in the eye and she said, you know, when God gives us an assignment and we don't follow through, He gives it to someone else, or she, this presence of love. And I knew she was speaking right to my heart, and I knew what she was referring to. And I talked this over with Barry, and we just went full on and finished our second book, Models of Love, because it was an assignment. And actually, at that time, it became a very popular book. Yeah. You know, another experience happened to me. I was at a retreat center, and I was taking a little walk, and I walked by this bench, and there were some people there, and I had this prompting, go sit at the bench and talk to those. Actually, it was one person, a woman. Go sit and talk to her. And I just had this like, oh, I don't know. You know, I'm basically a very shy person. I don't start things like that easily. And my mind went out. I didn't go. And the next day, I met this woman, and she said, I have to tell you, the most wonderful experience happened to me. And like an hour later, she was walking by, and she got that same prompting, because I had already gotten the prompting and not done it, gone back to my room, and she had gone and sat with the woman. And she said that woman needed love so much, and she needed to be reminded that she's loved and she's worthwhile, that she's valuable. And she said, I just felt so used to give her these messages. And afterwards, I felt so raised. And I thought, you know, that's what happens when we follow through on these promptings. It's not that we're punished when we don't. I wasn't punished, but I missed out on a blessing. So I'm encouraging all of us to follow through on these heartfelt assignments that come to us, because there's a blessing. When you follow through, there's always a blessing.
Mm. Yeah. I'm actually, what comes to me is being in psychiatry residency and feeling so unfulfilled in traditional psychiatry, and I felt that I felt an assignment. I felt a deep, deep calling to do something much deeper than psychiatry, which led us to the work we're now doing And, had I not listened to that and just stayed in traditional psychiatry, I wouldn't be happy. We wouldn't be as fulfilled. But what I'm feeling here is that we are all given an assignment from time to time. It's really and it may not be a big deal. It may just be a little thing like stop and sit on a bench. Mm-hmm. But we're all given these assignments and we have to listen. We don't do it because we get busy and get distracted and then we don't pay attention to what we're feeling, what we're really wanting to do. Or we feel unworthy, like I'm not up to the task, Someone else would be much better, right? Each one of us has an assignment from time to time. And I thought about this song, because around the same time at the University of Oregon, it was 1973, I was in psychiatry, and I was so discouraged. And Joyce said, let's just go see a movie. And she looked up in the newspaper, and there was this movie that looked interesting, and she didn't know what it was. It was called Brother, Sun, Sister, Moon. We didn't have any idea what it was about. We went to see it. The story of the early life of St. Francis of Assisi. And to this day, it's probably the movie that has changed my consciousness most. And the music was done by Donovan, and there's this one very simple song that I want to sing for you. If you want your dreams to be, build them slow and surely. Small beginnings, greater ends. Heartfelt work grows purely. If you want to live life free, take your time, go slowly. Do few things, but do them well. Simple joys are holy. Day by day, stone by stone, build your secret surely. Day by day, you'll grow too. You'll know heaven's glory. If you want your dreams to be, build them slow and surely. Small beginnings, greater ends. Heartfelt work grows purely. If you want to live life free, take your time, go slowly. Do few things, but do them well. Simple joys are holy. Day by day, stone by stone, build your secret surely. Day by day, you'll grow too. You'll know heaven's glory. Okay, listen to the wonderful assignments you're given from moment to moment or day by day. Little promptings, being called to do something. Go for it. Go for it. It's your happiness and peace that will result. Okay?
There's always a blessing when we follow these promptings, and if you don't, I'd say the majority of people probably don't. Don't be down on yourself. Just celebrate the times when you do follow the promptings, because those are very great, and there's always a blessing. All right.
One of the bigger promptings of my life was to marry this woman right here. I'm glad I followed that.